Hello, everybody. My name is Fod. I am going to be playing Hollow Knight today. This is my first attempt at streaming, so we're just going to see how it goes. Uh, Tried a little bit earlier to see if we could get something to work here, but this is my second playthrough of Hollow Knight. I did not 100% my first one. I actually played this for the first time, about 2 weeks ago. I'm actually really excited for the sequel now. Um, but we are just going to play this for a little bit, give a try on streaming, and just see how it goes. So, for anyone tuning in the future, likely won't have anyone to start out with, but anyone tuning in, thank you for being here, for giving me a shot, and hope you enjoy this game. I know I do. Like I said, I'm super excited for the sequel. Sorry I didn't read all of that, but yeah. So I think I already mentioned this, but this is my first attempt at streaming. Thought this would be a good game to just give it a shot with, since I have recent experience with it, and it seems quick-paced enough to be engaging. This is, if you're not aware, a Metroidvania type game. So you kind of go through it, do dungeons, kill monsters, you get some upgrades throughout, some gear throughout, and it helps you get farther and farther as you go along. The more abilities you get, the more places you unlock. Um, Basically, the main goal here is to kill the Hollow Knight. In order to kill the Hollow Knight, you will go around beating several smaller bosses, getting more abilities, like I said, and there are basically going to be 3 souls that you need to collect. And once you collect those souls, then you can go face the final boss and win the game, basically. But the final boss actually has multiple endings to it, and some secret endings. I have only gotten 3 of the endings: the basic ending, the slightly better ending, and then the, I don't know if it's the best ending. So far it seems like the best ending for me, but there's been some, or I think there's like 6 or 7 endings. One of them I think seems kind of like a joke ending, but I will likely just be going for the one ending, maybe 3, because the the third ending, the that one was difficult for me. Which, if you've played the game, you might know why, or I might just be bad at the game. I was able to do it after, oh, Lord knows how many attempts, but I had fun with it. It was frustrating, but very rewarding. It's actually, I think I played Metroid. Oops. I think I played Metroid 1 and 2. I played a little bit of Super Metroid, but never beat it. I actually don't think I beat any of them. I got real far on. I don't know if I played Metroid 1 now that I'm thinking about it. I know I got really far on Metroid 2, and I had it on my 3DS. I think Nintendo at the time was giving out games for free. I think they had like a rewards point system, and I got a few games out of it, but I was kind of dumb and wanted to get the, they had like a special edition Majora's Mask 3DS. It was super broke at the time, but I really wanted that because it was gold and it had the mask on it. So cool. And I ended up trading in my old 3DS to get the new one. And the thing about the 3DS is, unless you did a file transfer or like a system transfer essentially, you couldn't recover your account. Or if you could, I never figured out how to do it. And the guy at GameStop that I bought it from even basically told me that it wasn't that he was going to give me the 3DS, but it was essentially, hey, buy this outright right now and then come back in and we'll give you the trade-in. We'll treat it like a trade-in as opposed, because I think you got more money for a trade-in as opposed to just like cash. And so he said he would give me money for the trade-in. I just needed to come back. And I actually had like a school function that day, and it was something like I just went during my lunch and rushed and kind of did this. And I don't even think I had the cash for it either. And I don't think I definitely didn't have a credit card at the time, so I couldn't put it on credit. I honestly had no business buying it, but so I traded, got the new 3DS, and lost my Metroid 2 save file. Well, I lost all of my save files because no. I lost the games that I had, but I didn't lose the save files. Because saved on the 3DS, which I loved about that system, would save to the cartridge, which was great because if you sold the console, you got to keep your files. But I lost the games. I lost Metroid 2. I think there was the 3DS Mario game, which I can't think of its name right now. Which that was so good. I love that game. But I got that for free. I got Metroid 2 for free. Maybe one or two other games, but I think one of them was like a Wii or a Wii U game. And then I know they definitely weren't all 3DS games, but I lost my file and just didn't want to go back. Long story short, technically my first Metroidvania game that I've beaten. Beat it, I think a week ago. Something along those lines. I could check the file, but I beat it, and then I went back and did more endings. And then, oops. Beat it, did more endings, and then started getting a lot of the collectibles and the random side stuff. Because one of the endings is tied to getting it seems like it was basically beating a boss rush, and in order to unlock the boss rush, you had to do this tournament and kill a couple other things, and I just I got to the third portion of the tournament, just couldn't seem to beat it, so which kind of sucked. But I don't think I'm that good at this game. I'm passable at best. Like, hopefully you're not gonna watch me and get upset with the fact that I'm playing a certain way. You definitely could. I'm sure there's a more optimal way to play or better directions to go. Stuff like that. But I'm just gonna play how I feel I want to play. A neat function that I like about the game is, if you saw me just get hit there, you have this little, like on the top left there, you have that magic bar, I guess is the best way to explain it, because it does work for spells, and it also works for uh, the best function of the game, I think, which is essentially a way to regenerate your health. So if you noticed earlier, I'll get hit here and show it after I kill these guys. You have the ability to focus, and then you recharge health like that. I skipped the tutorial earlier that said how to do that because I'd done it before, but I just think that part's really cool because anytime you make a mistake, not necessarily even just mistakes, I mean, general gameplay, this game is not terribly difficult, but you're gonna get hit. Unless you're a speed runner or played this game 100 times. Mad respect to those people who could never get hit. I think there's even if you die, you're out of the game, like permadeath. That's the term. There's a permadeath version in this game. Whoops. I would never be able to play the permadeath version. I would get to like the first or second boss, I swear, like actual boss, and then die. And I don't even know the full rules to it, but maybe not the first or second boss. But I know I can distinctly remember several bosses that I played or fought that took me so many attempts. It's absolutely insane how many times I tried them. Either I wasn't supposed to be there yet or I was just bad, but you get more abilities throughout the game, which right now it really hurts to not have. There's a double jump, there's a dash, there's a wall jump. The dash and the double jump are godsends. There's also this like, what do I want to say? It's like a super dash, I guess would be the best way to refer to it. At least that's how then I'm sure there's a better way to call it, or a better thing to call it rather. But it kind of gets you to, I mean, every ability in this game gets you to farther areas or more inaccessible areas. And that one's nice. I use it a lot of the time. I just use it at this spot to zoom past and not worry about having to walk. But the short dash, which at one point you get like invulnerability with it, and I think you can have like an attachment that it does damage to. I can grab that, which I love. The invulnerability portion of it. I never actually used the damage portion to it, and that's probably because I had certain portions that I liked. Where are we at? Oh. I can tell I'm getting better at this game because I'm pretty sure I died to this guy the first time I fought him. Whew. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but hey, we did it. But you get like limited space. Yeah, I bet I could have went above and attacked him above. You get limited space for the attachments that you get to use, which, I mean, I'm sure there's a mod out there. Or actually, I think I've seen a video, or I didn't watch it, but I saw a link to a video where you get to equip all of them. And even some of the minor abilities, I'm sure that would just be absolutely nuts. I couldn't even imagine. Oh, I thought this was a boss area. So I actually don't really. Yeah, it is a boss area. Is that seriously it? Yeah, I remember this. I half know where to go. Not entirely. Ooh, that hurt. Um, and I feel like that's part of the joy. Ooh, part of the joy of this game is kind of just figuring out where to go. But I mean, I'm sure that the more I play this game, I mean, I put almost 24 hours in like a week to 2 week time frame, which that's on top of. I mean, that's impressive for me. You know, I don't do that a lot. It depends on the game, but I mean, it's been a bit since I've done that with a game, and the fact that even after just beating the game, I'm playing it again. Ooh, we're gonna heal. We get to fight him more. Um, it's impressive that I would play a game almost immediately after a, what did I get? City Crest. I don't remember what that is. Um, like I tend to wait a while to play games a second time, and I don't know. I think this came out at a good time because I didn't have a lot that I wanted to play. I do now. I actually have a few games that came out. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm excited to play that. I was excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and decided that I wanted to get the collector's edition. Was somewhat hoping that I would get it, and you could only buy it through Nintendo's store. I had never purchased through their physical store before. And I don't remember what this is. I was half hoping, oh, here we are. Gotcha. I was half hoping their physical store would ship things in time to play the game right when it came out. I think this is the magic attack. I can't remember. I was hoping to play the game today, actually, but the way that Nintendo did the shipping, well, initially they made it seem like it was going to be mm, like mid next, or no, they were saying Monday, but now they're saying it's going to be here tomorrow. So I'll finally get to play it. I beat Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a few years back, and finally beat Xenoblade Chronicles 1 a month or two ago. It just took me a little bit to get back into that game, but like right when it came out, I put several or like a day's worth of playtime, maybe more in it, but I just couldn't stick with it. And then knew I wanted to beat it before I played Xenoblade Chronicles 3 because they're like loosely connected. Which, if you haven't played them, I recommend them if you like JRPGs. It's not like turn-based; it's more action-based, I guess. It's not totally intense, depending on the difficulty you play at. I tend to. This gets me more magic. I probably get chastised for this, but I tend to play Xenoblade games on easy, mainly because I don't want to have to. Like, it's already a big investment. They're already 50 plus hour long games. And I. I guess I do technically have the time to put in a game like that, but just would prefer. Come on. No, I want the. Thank you. My gosh, I'm so much better at this game this time around. Oh, that guy gave me so much. Hey, I get charms now. That guy gave me so much difficulty. But I enjoy the story of those games a lot. And I enjoy the gameplay, but not enough to justify putting more than is necessary. Like, even if you play it on the easiest difficulty. Oh, yeah, that's a great. I kept that. I used that the entire time. Even though it's a great game, you have to do, in my opinion at least, you have to do the majority, not the majority, but a lot of the side quests just to stay at par with the bosses you're going to face. You do get to the point where, at least in one, there was a point in which you didn't really have to go out of your way to do side quests. A lot of them were just, hey, you're in this area and you're not meant to be here for long. Here's like 20 side quests that are just kill the enemies in the area. So you kind of have to like go out of your way and focus certain enemies. But other than that, you don't have to do a whole lot. Which, now that I think about it, I don't even think they gave you experience. I think it was like more getting money in the game to do the side quests. You know, doing the, oh, I want to go over here. Doing the levels themselves, or fighting the enemies, that does level you up. So, anyway, back to Hollow Knight. I think this game is adorable. This part, especially. He rewards you for collecting or rescuing these grubs. And I think these little guys are adorable. Even though I bet I would think they were disgusting in real life. In fact, a lot of this stuff in the game is super adorable, but I would find it disgusting in real life. Maybe that's part of the charm for the game. Who knows? I'm sure it is. I'm sure that's what people said back in 2017 when everyone was playing this game, except I just found it, or not. Actually owned it for a couple years. Bought it, was like, yeah, I'm gonna play this, and then just never picked it up. But we are fixing that now, and that's the important thing. We want that. That is the best item in the game. I tend to, or at least the last time, I just bought everything right away in there just to save me a little bit more time because, oh wait, we want to go back up there. I'm sure you guys know this, but, or if you've played the game, when you sit down and you have the quill, you'll update the map, which I'm going to throw this on too. Now if we look at the map, I can see me, but I can also see places where, oh, they're basically the same portion of the map. I can see places where I've been, where there's benches, stuff like that. Makes navigation a lot easier. Because I mean, this map gets very large very quickly. And I'm sure that I never even found half of this stuff in the game that I needed to. Even though, I guess, my save did say 80% complete, so that's maybe not entirely true. But, okay, we can't go here. Oh yeah. Okay, shoot a guy at me. Thank you. Ow. It's so much easier the second time around. I think you can make that, but I'm not going to worry about it. Since we can go this way, I'm sure it just saved me 20 seconds. I don't know what I can and can't jump to anymore, because I'm missing a lot of abilities. Kind of makes me sad. Ooh. But I'm making do. I'm doing pretty decent. These guys, you kill them and then they blow up. I've died so many times like that. I just I didn't wait half a second extra for the cloud to go away. But you get hurt by that. I think they also not just blow up, but they also like fart at you and want this extra damage. So it's like getting hit by them causes. Ooh, I forgot about that. I didn't even see it. But the fart does damage, and then their explosion does damage, and if you touch them, it does damage. Everything wants to just kill you, except for this guy. I want to kill it. But yeah, I'm just kind of making an effort to kill as many adorable little creatures as possible, because I get more coin, which lets you buy more stuff, upgrades, the badges for one. Can I get? No, I can't. Badges. Hey, she's my friend. I mean, mortal enemy. Love how I just died from that. Oh gosh, there's something later on in the game that lets you swim in this noxious, like acidic water or whatever. And I found that, and again, half the fun of this game is finding stuff by pure accident, but I found that by pure accident way too late in the game. Like, I had already basically beaten the game and found that. And I was so annoyed because I have died so many times. Okay, I thought there was something over there. I've died so many times from this water. Not died, but taken damage at least from this water. And the fact, and honestly, I don't even remember exactly where that was at. I found it by pure coincidence. And if you asked me to do it again, I'd maybe be able to find it, but it would be a brute force thing. It wouldn't be a... Oh yeah, if you go to this portion and this portion, and then from here you go down. I think you go down somewhere, and I know there's a lot of water, so it's probably near the waterway, but ask me how I found it the first time, I would not be able to do that again. I would not be able to do that again intentionally. Ooh, I hear my buddy. This guy's great. I kind of glossed over him the last time, but he owns that shop in Dirtmouth. Sorry, I had to get a drink water. He owns that shop in Dirtmouth where I was buying all that other stuff from. If you miss him, where do I go? Go down? I don't remember anything being down. Oh, right there. If you miss him, oh, do I have to do platforming? Oh, okay, I can land here. If you miss him in Dirtmouth, or in any place, any portion of the map, because he'll appear randomly throughout. If you miss him at any point in the game, which is very nice of them, I don't know if there's a markup or, gosh, I don't know if there's a markup. I did miss a couple places, and I'm curious if there's an achievement or whatever related to finding him in all those places, but oh, we want to go over here. You can buy the maps that you missed, and saves a lot of time. Or it doesn't save a lot of time, but it just helps a lot. I feel like this guy, so you get this hunter journal, which I never looked at. I'm sure it has something useful, but I think he'll give me something if I basically kill everything. Or it's not just killing everything, it's killing everything a bunch of times, if you can, because obviously some bosses are just a singular. No, you're not going to be able to fight them again. Though I feel like they do a decent job of not really rehashing bosses, or making a boss at the beginning of the game seem horrible. Not horrible, I guess. If you get better at the game, you don't have to necessarily worry about it. Hey, baby. She's great. See, I told you he farts. But they're bosses, and then you get better at the game. You get more things, you get more upgrades, and ow, walked right into that. You get better at the game, you get more upgrades, and ooh, I was gonna. You get more upgrades, and those original bosses are just random enemies, and maybe they're weaker versions, but maybe it's just because you get better. You really feel the progress in the game. Like one gripe I have about JRPGs sometimes is you don't really feel growth. You just see the numbers go up, and you do, you know, your fire attack, and now it's your fire attack slightly stronger, and now it's your fire attack that hits multiple enemies, stuff like that. But this game, you really feel the growth. We have to go after her. We have to fight her a couple times, at least twice. I think there might have been a third time. But she's kind of a gatekeeper, I'd say. In the sense that if you can't really beat her, then you're gonna have a bad time. But I think I saw something. Oh gosh, of course I'd fall all the way down. I think I saw something one time where she was ranked like, and I don't necessarily agree with it, but she was ranked like difficult, like one of the most difficult bosses of all time. Which the only reason I don't agree with that is because I've fought a lot of bosses in other games that are complete bull. She's reasonable, and especially the fact that you can heal. Can I open this? Does that open this? Oh. Huh. I don't know why I thought something else got that open. But she's not horrible. She's manageable. But, I mean, you do have to. She'll get better, you know, the multiple times I do it, I'm sure. And I don't think I died against her, whereas I died to several other bosses in the game. But watch me die this time, because I'm streaming. Oop. But the second game's going to be about her, which looks more platformy, at least based off of the trailer, which I'm not necessarily a huge fan of, because I'm bad at platforming. There's one portion in the game that is, no, I don't need to worry about that. There's one portion in the game that is just all, I can't go that way yet, all platforming, and, oh, a boss. and I can't. I kind of cheesed it, I feel like. And if we get to that on stream, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I basically got to the point where I had something that regenerated my health, and then another thing that when I took damage, I could get more. I think it's soul. I think that's what it's called. Let's see. Oh, I can't look at it because I don't have the thing. Oops. The more. Actually, wait. Let's go back. It says charge. Focus. Yes, it is soul. But, like, when I took damage, I got soul. I got rid of my little spiders because they weren't super useful. But I could regenerate health. I could regain soul quickly. Like, even dying, it was not dying, but losing a heart, or I'm going to say their hearts. Losing a heart would recharge my soul up, and then it's down there. Where I came from? Where am I? I have no clue where I'm at. I'm sure I'm going the wrong way. But I basically made it where, as long as oh my gosh, told you I was bad at platforming. I basically made it to the point where, as long as I was patient, I would live forever. But if I got impatient and didn't want to wait for my health to recharge or my soul to go up, which I mean, that would go up regardless. But if I didn't wait for that stuff, I would have definitely not made it through there. Nope, can't go that way yet. But am I not supposed to even be over here? I think I'm not supposed to be over here. Whoever, if anyone ever watches this, I'm sure you'll say I told you so, but it's fine. I'll live. But yeah, this is platforming's not the main reason I like this game, and it's kind of annoying that they decided that you couldn't get one of, actually, several endings. I think there's an achievement to let him die, but I don't want that. This thing's kind of like a boss, but not really. I think it's super easy. Yeah. Like, the music makes it seem like it's important, but I just killed that so easily. I'm gonna make sure we get all this stuff. I'll go back and talk to that guy in a little bit. I just want to make sure I get the Geo, because that's more important. He's gonna be mad at me for saving him, and I don't know why. Because we're friends. Zote the Mighty. Yeah. I don't know what the reason for letting him die would be. It doesn't seem like the best idea to let him die, other than, you want the achievement. I'm sure if I just was actively going for achievements as opposed to just trying to... Oh gosh. Oh, I'm gonna hate this. Use my soul, because that'll be smarter. Yeah, I died here. This, I think, was the first spot I died at in the game. But yeah, I'm just doing a playthrough. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I'm just trying to test out streaming, see if I like it. Oh, I do not remember that. Gotta save my little buddy. Oh, I don't want to die. I think those hurt. I can't remember. Hey, we did it. Hello, buddy. Yeah, but I'm just testing out streaming, see if it's something that I enjoy doing. You know, even if there's no one here, it can be something to kind of waste time, try out, see if I get better at it, see if I get an audience. Want to go down there? I don't know if I want to go down here, but I'm going to, because I think that's another stag station. Yes. I did want to go down here. Is this... I don't think I've been to this. No, I haven't. Cool. So... I don't know if I mentioned this. I might have. I tried a little test recording beforehand and talked about this, but this is the fast travel. This guy's adorable. I used it earlier. I didn't really explain it. I'm sure you could figure out what was going on with it. But here's how you get around, and I want to buy... Hey guy! Zod the Mighty. Yeah. He's not super important. I just saved his life, and then he got mad at me for saving his life. Just whatever. But if you're looking at, you know, not really getting too deep into these, but I used these pins once, but that will fill up my map more, which I enjoy. I'm gonna rest, just get a little save in there. We'll go back down the stag way. Yeah, I just love how adorable this game is. I'd say that's my favorite thing about it. That and the progression that I was talking about earlier. It's really cute. I'm excited for the next game, even though I may not like all that platforming. But you never know until you try. I think it's gonna come out in like a year. I think they said that a while ago, or they released a trailer and then didn't really commit to a time frame. Hey. She's cool. I love Hornet. Oop. I was about to say no hit run, and then I touch her body, take damage. Oops. But yeah, her moveset is going to be in her game, which is kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to be like a 1-for-1 recreation. Ooh, we gotta heal. We gotta heal. We gotta heal. Oh, we died. I told you I was gonna die from her. I didn't sit on the bench. Dang it. I totally jinxed myself, and I'm lost for words. I said I would die by her because I didn't die the first time, and I will die this time. I got too greedy. That's all it was. I'm gonna sit on the bench this time. Make sure that I don't die again. Something that I kind of like about this, it kind of has that Dark Souls. And no, this is not the Dark Souls of Metroidvanias by any stretch of the imagination, but it has this function where I died, I lost all my money, and I was somewhat broken, and oh gosh, I'm gonna heal. Oh gosh, nope. Ah, that was close. But if you die twice, like Dark Souls fashion, you'll lose your souls. you'll lose your money. But thankfully you don't need it to level up in this game. I mean, you kind of do, but... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna heal. Yeah, gotta play it safe sometimes. How did I miss that? Hey, is that a win? No. That's a win. There we go. Bye, Hornet. Yeah, she just pieces off. She doesn't like me. There we go. I get the dash. I don't know if it's actually faster to just dash around everywhere, but I totally do. But it gives me more platforming opportunity as well. Hey. That's weird. Oh. Oh yeah. This is the game telling me those are the 3 souls that I have to collect, and this is the game finally telling me, hey, by the way, this is the plot. So like I said earlier, break those 3 souls, or collect those 3 souls, break their seals, then we get to fight the boss. We get to dash now. I don't know why I don't know why my first thought wasn't to attempt to dash up there. Yeah, now we have access to more areas. We can get to places we couldn't reach before. And I can also spam it. It's nice for fighting because I don't understand this area. Maybe I missed something the last time I was here. But I did my super dash to the left there and there just was nothing over there. I don't know if I'm just blind or not, but I like this guy. He's my friend. I saw so many things in this game and talked to them or failed to talk to them that I have no clue if I even it's I feel like I missed side quests that I can't that one I didn't know I missed in the first place. Like one of them, a monster got or not a monster, but a NPC got sick, I think, and where are we? We're gonna go down here. Oh wait, we can't go down there. I'm dumb. One of the NPCs got sick and died, and I just couldn't do anything about it. And I'm sure I could have done something about it, but I mean, the only thing I could think of is there's after a certain while, parts of the map will change, or a major part of the map will change. And I feel like if I did that, if I found the NPC before I did the thing that changes part of the map, then I could have saved it, or I could have at least heard what it was talking about. Or, I just didn't even have the ability, so it didn't matter in the first place. I don't know. I'm sure if I Googled it, or someone here probably, if people ever watch this, would have an idea, but I want to kill these things every time. I get that Geo. Yeah, I'm sure someone knows how to do it. I'm sure if I Googled, I'd be able to figure it out. I'm sure if someone told me, they'd have figured it out. Oh, I did not expect that. It's hard to see. I haven't played this game before and I forgot about that one. I just don't think I ever went back to that. Oh, aha! Saw you this time. Because I feel like I needed to have... I don't think I go over here yet. I think I can go over. No, I can't. I need an ability. If I had that ability, it would work out, but I don't have that ability yet. So we don't have to worry about this area. I will come, or I came back here probably like 20 or 30 times. Did not need to be over here all those times because I did not have the ability. What's up here? Takes me back to the bench. We're gonna go down to the right. So apologies if you heard my cat. It's near his dinner time and he wants food. But he's gotta wait. Couple more minutes, which he thinks he will die. That is not the case. He will be just fine. He does it all day, every day. But, you know, I mean, it's like pets. Any pet out there will beg for food in hopes that they will get food at all times. It's like a constant with pets. I'm sure there's a way to like train them against it or something. But like I feed my cat. He has an automatic feeder, but I feed him at the same schedule that I used to before I had the automatic feeder. So I feed him twice during the night and then, well, 3 times during the night. Twice during the afternoon, 1 time during the middle of the night. And the middle of the night attempt was to just like, I want sleep, I'm gonna just give you what you want, and it kind of became his routine. So he got what he wanted a little bit. But, oh, I thought that was dead. But, like I said, I mean, he gets fed 3 times, and I'm not starving him by any stretch of the imagination. But he seems to think I am. And we will wake up every morning. Oh, he tries to wake me up in the middle of the night regardless, but I will wake up in the morning and I will be going. Have we been? We've been here. We don't want to go here. And he'll have been fed his 3 times. He basically has another like 8 hours to wait until he gets fed again. And like clockwork, he will beg. And I know part of it's because he was spoiled when I lived with my parents. My mom always gave him food in the morning. Always. And I basically had to put a stop to it. Actually, my vet was saying that he was getting fat. And, you know, pets should be plump, you know. I mean, they live tough lives. They don't have to work. They don't have to fend for themselves. They get 3 meals a day, or 2 meals a day, or 1 massive meal a day. 3 just require love and attention. But, you know, cats, I've seen fat cats, like very obese cats, and he wasn't fat. I mean, he was plump, but fat. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. We're gonna go down. Man, I hope I remember to get the acid resistant thing earlier. Want your geo. Sooner rather than later. We don't even need to go up here. Fun. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta take lumps. Sometimes you just gotta say, I don't want to fight that thing. But, yeah. It is what it is. Oh, that's probably why I needed the dash ability. Dash. Oh my gosh. Dash over the thing. There we go. New area. Oh no, I've been here before. Have I? Maybe I'm just remembering other playthroughs. Oh no, I've totally been here already. Okay, we're gonna go down. I think I said that the last time, and I'm sure I've been here already. Yes, definitely have been here. I'm just curious if I can continue down this time. If not, I'll go up and to the right. No. Later on they have like tougher versions of those, and I absolutely hated them. Wait, what? Oh, okay, there was something down there. Down here though, I think I fell down here by accident at one point. Bench. Cool. Well, now that I've found a bench, I actually think that's probably going to be a good place to stop for a first stream. You know, went close to an hour. I think it went well. I'm going to try and do this more often, a couple times a week, just to get the experience. I'm going to learn more things, maybe get an intro, maybe just chat by myself. But to those, no one tuned in, but to those who find this in the future, thank you for giving me a shot. I hope you enjoy the journey. Like I said, I'm excited to get into this more. Maybe I'll find a way to. Probably won't. I don't know. Try and stream Xenoblade. Try and stream other games. Hollow Knight, I think, is just a very good game, period, but a good game to pick up and try, talk about. There's a lot to talk about. You don't necessarily have to read if you don't want to. You just enjoy the game. And like I said, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like. I'm going to try and make this a more frequent thing, like I said. I know I'm just repeating and rambling at this point, but you know, I don't expect this to go much anywhere. But if people do find me, if people do like me, that's great. It'll get me more motivated to buy better equipment, do this more, put more time and effort into it, and maybe make something out of this. You know, not gonna make, well, it'd be cool to make a career out of it, but you never know. But like I said, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Feel free to subscribe, and I will see you all next time.